Heading over to the Mariah show right after today with the Poundcake and Shoreby Corporpy. Skipping over to the Romo.
I forgot that's who was helping.
You forgot. Yeah, well, there it is.
That's a funny name.
Cavs, their last home game for a while last night, a 10-point run over the Orlando Magic, 121-111. I think that's how the math works out. I think that's 10 points more than the Magic. Cavs go to 12-9 there for the season. They will be on the road from here on out. Tomorrow night, they'll be in Miami to play the Cavs. Sorry, the Heat. The Cavs are going to play the Cavs. It's a scrimmage. Cavs Heat tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on MMS. 7:30 is when that pregame will begin.
Hey, Alan, Jared on the live stream wants to know if he can have a birthday shout out.
Is he older than 5? Because if so, no.
Sorry, bud.
How old is Jared from Lakewood?
No, I don't know.
Oh, remember Jared from Lakewood?
Yeah,
He used to call us. He was like 11.
Yeah.
Dude's like 35 now. He's got kids. Like, he hit me up a while ago.
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating slightly, but
he's like the same age as my oldest daughter.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Got a job.
Yeah.
Probably a girlfriend. How old is Jared?
Jarrett.
Oh, Jarrett.
Jarrett. Yeah. He didn't say his name, how old he is.
What's the point of a birthday shout out if I don't know how old you are? First of all,
you have your answer,
you're
Jared.
celebrating something that literally everyone else on the planet celebrates. Listen, don't get me wrong. Happy birthday, Jarrett. But people go, hey, how old? I want to tell you. Well, then what do you want me to say? Speaking of basketball, if you're a Utah Jazz fan, my condolences, because they did not have a very good time last night. You see any highlights from that Jazz-Mavs game?
I did not.
Probably didn't, because there weren't many for the Utah Jazz. The Mavs won 147-97. Wow. The Jazz lost by 50 points. Oof. Will Hardy is the coach of the Utah Jazz, and he's a young coach. He was 34 when they hired him as the head coach. And, you know, the franchise was in the middle of being rebuilt. And this is a guy who came up under the Greg Popovich administration. So he's a guy who knows what he's doing. But, boy, listen, he's not out there playing. It's whoever the Jazz has. And he was none too pleased in the post-game interview.
That was an absolutely horrendous performance from start to finish. That was a masterpiece of dog shit. I really don't know how to describe that game.
Masterpiece of dog shrimp. If you're a new band and you're putting out a new album in 2024 and you need a name for it,
it's a good one.
That is a good one. Take your cues from Will Hardy there, the head coach of the Utah Jazz. A 50-point loss. It doesn't have, and I didn't see too many people talking about it either. I was kind of going over the, when I go through the bets that I've placed over there on FanDuel, I'll see who won and who lost. And I didn't put any money, obviously, on a Jazz-Mavs game, but saw the score, and I'm like, holy Christ. Masterpiece of dog shrimp. Worst Metallica B-side ever. But that's something to consider. So Cody, you're going to Mariah Carey, as we established today. Are you going to, what will your pre-gaming, that'll be done here in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Wow. On premises. And are you going to get, like,
you should start
pretty
now.
lit and then just coast?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah, I would.
Start now.
Or you just want to take the edge off?
Get drunk right now.
Yeah, let me do it, like, on the job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I just a little something, sip a little something, because I don't want to drink too much because then I have to pee, and I don't want to pee during the show.
You just want to get a little toasty because you don't want to pay $30 for 2 drinks.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you're not going to wear a diaper then at the show tonight?
No.
Fun.
But
Wipe it up.
I don't want to have to pee. I don't want to be so drunk where I'm like seeing
sloppy.
Yeah, I don't want to be annoying.
Well, this is only.
I got news for you, bud. Drinking isn't going to help or hurt that.
Well, whatever.
What, him being all like?
No,
yeah, but you're going to be
annoying. He said, "I don't want to be annoying," but like, I mean.
Well, but I would think that the drinking, I would imagine you'd be so excited to see Mariah Carey, that the drinking might actually kind of take that edge off.
That's what I'm hoping.
Might chill you out a little.
Like, I think I'll do the shots of tequila first, or I might do a mix.
What kind of tequila?
He's not screwing around.
What kind of tequila?
It's Jose Cuervo. It's not top shelf by any means, but it
By the
gets
way,
job
I'm
done.
tired of people pissing all over Jose Cuervo.
People-
Okay,
people-
I know I'm 52 years old, but I came up on Jose Cuervo,
So did I.
and now it's considered this old man liquor.
In my day.
Well, not even
Jose
back in my day. I
Cuervo.
just like Cuervo Gold, all right? And so now you go to a bar and you ask for Cuervo, they look at you like you got a nipple in your forehead.
'Cause you're old.
Well, no, but in the last few decades, there's been this massive swath of luxury tequila brands. Obviously, that's what they're trying to sell, so they can charge you $15 a shot. You ask for Cuervo, they're like, no. I go, okay, fine. You have X, Y, and Z, but I'm sorry, I'm
We
a
also
Cuervo
have
man.
El Toro in a plastic bottle, if that's what you'd like, sir.
No, listen. I mean, Cuervo's not garbage tequila. It just doesn't seem to be sold in bars as frequently anymore. Now, maybe that's a function of not that many people. All these other brands have taken its place. So obviously, if you have 10 people and 9 of them order Patron,
I was always
you're going to stock up on the Patron. Well, that's my go-to when they say we don't have Cuervo.
Patron Silver.
Espolón is where I go.
But that's pretty new.
That's newer. And then if
I
I
like
don't have
Don
that,
Julio. I mean, there's other
Don
ones I
Julio's
like.
Fine, 1800's
Casamigos
fine.
good.
Casamigos I didn't
very
even
good.
know about until
Rob
like
got it for me.
2018.
That's the Clooney one. Everybody's got the celebrity brands now and things
Yeah.
like that.
What's the Rocks one? That
My
one's actually pretty good, too.
celebrity is Jose Cuervo.
Rocks one?
The Rock
has a
has a
tequila.
tequila.
Oh, I don't know. Evian? Or is that water?
No, it's Terramana.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
It all tastes the same to me. Like
It
I
does.
don't drink tequila for
like,
the
yum
taste.
flavors,
Like
yeah.
you mix it with something. So honestly, you're mainly just being loyal to a celebrity.
And that's my point. So when they give me the scrunchy eyebrows, I'm like, don't play me like I'm 10. Just, come on. No, I've gotten spoiled over the years because there have been times where I've been able to go to a location somewhere and I'll have a locker. That's not so much of a thing anymore, right? Used to have one at Morton's. Now, you want to talk about an old guy place.
Right.
You go to Morton's. But that's not much of a thing anymore.
A locker.
And I'm
They
not.
let you bring in your own bottles. You just pay for the bottle through them, and then it's your bottle, and then they pour it for you.
Your
for 10
name's on
minutes.
a little plate there, and yeah.
Ooh.
For like liquor, reserve wine, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like something maybe they don't normally carry.
And I'm not hoity-toity, but I like what I like.
Eh? What you can do?
Anywho, so you'll be doing that before you go over to Mariah Carey.
Yeah, then the show starts at 7:30, and
Is there somebody opening for her?
I imagine so. And if not, there will
What
be
if she
like
doesn't sing All I Want for Christmas Is You?
She's probably going to open and close with it.
Yeah, I don't know the set list. I hope she does a little something like off of her albums rather than just
Christmas?
music.
Do you want to know the set list?
I mean, I don't care. It's not going to ruin the show if I know the set list.
I mean, she's only doing 15 of these shows, and Cleveland's one of them.
What's today? The 7th?
7th. A day that will live in infamy, Mary.
So, do you want to know the set list or no?
I don't care, but there might be listeners that are going to the show. There might be customers that
You're not going to ruin anything for them.
Okay, because you can go to, there's literally a page called setlist.fm that shows you everyone's set list from what they've played. I look at this before I go to any concert, and it looks like this is 100% Christmas music.
The first song is.
No, all of them.
I know, but the first song is Hark! The Herald Angels sing.
Exclamation point.
Yeah. That's why I said Hark!
But then there seems to be a...
Like Panic at the Disco.
Panic!
She's going to close on some bangers.
But these are billed as exclusive Christmas concerts.
Yes, this is
her going out.
Christmas concert.
For all the complaints about Taylor Swift from the Swifties we were talking yesterday, complaints about the cash grab, this is a cash grab. This is a
known for
Mariah
this.
Carey cash grab. What?
But it's been like this for years, and I will say for someone.
I understand, but she basically doesn't really tour any other time now,
Exactly.
right? Yeah,
But
she's
to be hot and
she's
relevant-
confined to Christmas.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing.
I would say she had her time, and this is not her prime anymore. So if you can cash in on one thing, if you're known for a certain thing, Like that, this song makes her millions of dollars every year.
Yeah, she didn't know that this thing was going to be a modern classic, right? She didn't know. I mean, writing pop songs now is largely a science, so she probably knew it was going to do something, but
Didn't she write this in the 80s or 90s?
I have no idea.
I would say it came out like the mid 90s.
See, the best, and people sleep on, the best part of the song are the backup singers. They're not Mariah Carey. Anybody can do what she was doing. 94. Boy, I thought it
30
was.
years old.
I didn't realize that.
October 29th, 1994.
So she was still in her 20s when she did this?
If that's how the math works, 1994.
Wow, I thought this was like 15 years old.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Because she shot 2 music videos for it. She shot the 1994 version, and then she redid it like with a bunch of. She did it. Actually, she shot 3 music videos.
Did it blow up at the time? Like immediately?
I'm sure it did, but like they modernized it because she also did a remix with Justin Bieber, and then she reshot the video just like a couple years ago, back in like 2018, 2019, and then she did a Christmas song with Ariana Grande, who's supposed to be like her modern day rival, and Jennifer Hudson. It's called.
Oh, so
Osana.
she's been reworking this for a long time.
Yes.
94.
Yeah.
Wow, I had no idea. I thought this was. Well, then why does it seem like for the last 30 years we haven't been hearing this every 10 seconds?
Because Mariah Carey was still putting out regular albums. She was
Because,
putting out,
this is the only Mariah Carey song you're hearing
this is the
now.
only time we hear about her like regularly.
It's like
No, but what I'm saying
Michael
is
Bublé.
for 30 years.
It was a slow build. Like, I feel like it was played a little bit, but it's ramped up over the past 15 years.
Okay.
I'd say even in the last like 5
years, because I
her
think
normal
part of it
output
to
has
do
gone away, you mean?
with the memes about it too, where
The
it's
memes
like
and women my age.
It's like not
being
yet.
the one shopping now.
We're
Yeah,
shopping.
yeah.
We have money. Like
You
this
got
is
kids. This is
the
like,
millennial
you're
women.
like, this is my favorite Christmas song from when I was your age.
Yes, from when we were 6 and
Mom,
7.
I don't want to listen to your old crappy Mariah Carey song.
My ex-wife is a dead ringer for Mariah Carey, and we used to go into stores, and people would stop because they thought Mariah Carey was in the store. This would happen numerous times over the course of when we were together, where we'd be somewhere just doing normal things, and a woman of a certain age would stand there like mouth agape, convinced that Mariah Carey
Just standing
was in
there.
the Giant Eagle in Pittsburgh. Yeah. And invariably, it wouldn't happen every time, but somebody would walk up to her and go, and it took her a second. She didn't always get it. And it took her a second to figure out what was going on. But it was the wildest thing to see. 30 years, I didn't know it was that old.
Yeah,
Wow, well done, her.
She has monetized this song in and out. It's
No, good for her.
Radio play, products, concerts. I remember I was doing a wedding. This was like this was way before COVID. This was like 2018, 2019, and the DJ played this as the last song of the night, and people went
lost their minds,
crazy.
yeah.
And this was like in September. And he was like, only 90-something days till Christmas, and people were like, ah! Like people went nuts.
Oh, I didn't realize that at all. So that was literally only her 4th album. That was the Christmas. Her Christmas album was her 4th album, because she put out her last new one was a few years ago. Her 15th was in 2018.
Yeah, but people aren't blasting. She's not mainstream.
No, I
anymore.
understand. She's like the grande dame now.
Because when I was growing up, she had Emancipation of Mimi. She had like MC. Like Mariah Carey was on the radio all the time, so she didn't have to just come around once a year for Christmas. But now that she's older, she has to keep up with like the new artists that are coming out.
Keeps her name out there.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotcha. I had no idea it was that old. Well, anyway, are you familiar with any of her other Christmas songs? Or I mean,
there are a lot of just standards.
I know all.
Is that what it is?
I know
Yeah.
obviously the All I Want for Christmas. I know Oh Santa. I know Christmas. It's time to deck the halls. Oh Holy Night.
That's not hers.
Yes, it is.
No.
Oh, what?
The one you just sang. What's the name of that? Because that's one of like my favorites.
Christmas time to deck the halls.
No, that's like a 50s song,
Yeah,
like
that's
the
really
Supremes or
old.
something.
Well, she
Yeah.
does a lot of covers on it too. But
Yeah,
I've been hearing her on
on Magic.
no, I was
It's like
saying,
another. Oh,
I was playing the playlist this morning on a non iHeartRadio podcast. but yeah, I was listening to it just to get in the mood.
mm-hmm.
As I was getting dressed, I was curling my hair and beating my face.
Curling your hair. He's getting his taco meat all set.
He's got his nice Christmas sweater too.
He's looking crispy
He's
today.
looking good. I like. I
Good
saw
for
it.
you.
He popped in, and I was like, "Ooh, I like that sweater. You should wear more sweaters like that."
Wow. All right.
Also, this time of year is a very special time because it's when I get to show people the Patti LaBelle.
Where are my background singers? Or background singers, yeah.
Where are my background singers?
That was a Christmas thing?
Yeah, it was the National Tree Lighting Ceremony.
Oh, in D.C.
In D.C. when Bill Clinton was president.
1996.
And when she comes out, like he starts to introduce her and says her name, and she walks out, and she's like, "Oh, came out too early." Oh, it's from beginning to end. It is just fantastic.
Where are my background
Gentlemen,
singers?
we are privileged to have as our special honored guest this evening the dynamic Patti LaBelle. Patty's recording and acting career has pushed her
Comes out behind the guy as he's introducing
of
her.
show business. Here to sing this Christmas is Patti LaBelle. Welcome.
In her defense, though, I hate when people announce you like that.
Oh, no.
Where they say your name
Yeah.
and then go into your bio.
Yeah.
I'm like, my
That's
name
not how
should
you
be
do
the
it.
last thing
you
said. Because
yeah.
after you say my name, I'm going to walk out.
Right.
I've done that before where someone,
yeah.
well, it's like a corporate event. They'll
Yeah.
say my name. I start walking, and then I'm just like awkwardly on the side of the stage.
Yeah, but they normally, if somebody's introducing you at a podium or something like that, they'll normally, when they're done, back away and turn to you.
But
That's
if
when you
you're
walk
just
to it.
listening and you hear,
Yeah, she
like
was-
you hear your name, and you're like, oh, I'm up.
Yeah.
You know.
So anticlimactic.
Well, she wants to go over and say something.
Because the crowd's not mic'd either.
And they just jump into it.
Yeah.
Hang all the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better. This Christmas. Where my background singers?
The bleachers behind her are empty, where there would be singers standing.
Words on the cue cards, I don't know the song. This Christmas. I'm gonna have them all I can. Because I don't have the right words and I have no background singers.
But she sounds so good.
This is gonna be a very Merry Christmas for you and me. Yeah.
And what sucks is she was probably doing that like pro bono, right?
Yeah.
In 96 in
It's
D.C.
so funny, though.
Just to be in front of people.
'Cause I don't have my background
And then she just starts going, woo, woo, and just like, just like singing the whole,
ad-libbing.
yeah, just like hitting high notes. And,
Although Patti
yeah.
LaBelle was never somebody who effed around. So maybe she's like, I'm not getting out of bed for less than, $5,000 or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know either. But that is another Christmas classic. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays by NSYNC. I'm sure Mary and
Yes,
Poundcake would
yes.
recognize it as a modern
Christmas.
Christmas
But
classic.
even that was the 90s. Merry Christmas.
Or early 2000s.
Happy holiday. That's a good one. Play it. I bet you love it.
I bet he does.
I bet he doesn't.
Who, me? No, I
Let's
won't
see
like
when
it.
that came-
What are you talking about?
It's so fun, though.
I don't care.
This is NSYNC, right?
This is NSYNC. Don't say another word.
The greatest boy band of all time.
They had #1 hits.
1998.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I already
It's fun.
hate it.
Did
well, there you
Backstreet
go.
Boys have a? Did they even have a Christmas song?
You know what? I don't care about you. So.
I'm just asking if they had
Their
one.
Christmas song was called I Don't Care About You.
Yeah, it was to the tune
That's
of,
not
No
the
wonder
spirit
it
of the
wasn't.
to the
season.
tune of Mary Did You Know.
That's not. Do you hear what I
I
hear?
don't care about you.
Right. All right. Well, for me, it begins and ends with Darlene Love. So I don't know what to tell you. You can have your Mariah's. You can have your
What's the- is that
Joey
this
Fat
one?
Ones. You can have, yeah.
But it's not
Baby, please
that
come home.
Christmas. I like this one a lot,
Baby,
too.
please come home. Yeah, it's a great one. Of course, she was Roger Murtaugh's wife, too, in the Lethal Weapon movies, Darlene Love. I think she passed away.
Have you guys seen, it came out a few years ago, on Netflix. It was called A Very Murray Christmas.
Yeah.
Where he's supposed to
Yes.
be doing this Christmas extravaganza, but he gets snowed in New York City, so random New York celebrities come in. Maya Rudolph sings this, and it's fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she
a good singer.
sings this one.
Darlene Love, by the way, is not dead. I prematurely killed her and Somebody of her ilk, I thought, died a few years ago. Darlene Love is still alive, and they still trot her out, boy, and she sings her goddamn ass off. So she's beautiful.
I always wished I could sing.
I always wished you could sing,
I'm a
too.
horrible
You know, when Erica was on the show, she sang her ass off.
Yeah.
We had all kinds of great parody songs. Thanks a lot, Mary. Why don't you go to New York or something?
Christmas. I should be with me, Christmas.
This is Baby Please Go Away, is this song.
They sing and act the whole.
I've got to take a break.